What's happening, everybody? I'm Steve, and welcome back to Junkdrummer TV, where I give my initial reactions, my hot takes, and my analysis on the drummers of today and yesterday, and maybe tomorrow if I stick around that long. I am once again a professional drum teacher, and once again a gigging musician, and I have been those things for 20 plus years. I'm back, baby. That's right. During the quarantine, I did between 25 and 30 videos, and after my birthday, I needed to take a little bit of a break. I did start a new series. I hope everyone will check that out. It is a drummer interview show called Know Your Role, because of course that's what I was going to name it. The first episode with Rodney Elkins of Tyler Childers is up, but I did take a little break from my reaction analysis videos. So we're going to start right out with listening to the comments section. I have been doing a lot of bands that I'm very aware of and doing analysis videos, but I wanted today to do a band that I've never heard of, I've never knew existed. The only reason I know about them is because of commenters just like you. So we're going to be listening to Morgan Simpson play with Black Midi. I didn't even Wikipedia this band. I wanted this to be a fresh start now that I'm with BBTV, and I wanted to do just a good old-fashioned traditional reaction video. So before we get into it, I would like to also remind everyone that I am still accepting students through remote Skype lessons. Please find me, Junkdrummer, on my Instagram and slide into my DMs. Everyone, please check out my Patreon and my merch table. And let's get into Morgan Simpson and Black Midi. Let's see what this band's about. Feedback is always a good way to start out anything. Oh my goodness, look at that group of people. Don't you miss crowds and being around people and not feeling like you're going to die if you're around someone? I can't wait for that to come back. I actually had my first two practices with my two bands this weekend. Super shredded drummer. So this is at the Pitchfork Festival. Oh, they're British, so I'm probably going to love it. Is this really mosh music? That's a... Whoa, hello! You guys so British looking. Okay, so because I am a Gen Xer, I always go back when I hear experimental noise type stuff like this. I always just think, you know, Kim Gordon, and I think Sonic Youth. It looks like we have another offspring of Sonic Youth. This guy has some talking head stuff going on. I don't know what I think yet. I know this drummer is a badass. He's not giving you a 2 and 4. He's always playing like on an and it gives it a disjointed feel, like an angular feel. Okay, now he's giving us a constant 4. we're seeing a lot of just atypical, not usual things, and that is one way to make me love you. What we're seeing right here is the bass player is kind of playing, you know, that drum roll. You know, he's playing the role of drums, and the drums are almost playing like a lead part over top of it. The drummer is just going for everything, you know. It feels very improvised inside of an arrangement, which always gives you this surprising and disjointed feel, and I'm really liking it. But yeah, how the bass player was just, you know, that was kind of the, you know, the repetitive drum part. And the drummer was just like playing lead over that bass player. Radiohead, Talking Heads. Of course, Radiohead is named after a Talking Heads song. Yes, drums as weaponry. Yes, doing drums to the crowd. Speeding up, cool with me. Gives it an organic feel. Got us a Zappa freak out. That is some kind moshing. Gonna see a drum tech here in a minute fix that crash cymbal, I hope. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. You know, because of the videos that this was you know, in the comment sections of, I had a bit of a expectation of what I was going to hear, and I can see why fans of Brian Chippendale and Zach Hill would like this guy. It completely makes sense. This guy is probably technically better than those two drummers, but we're not here to do that comparison. But just virtuosity and ability. This guy knows what's up. Oh, yes, I love that. That, you know, what we're seeing is almost like he's doing this kind of like call and response with what the vocalist is doing. Check out the way that he ends this drum fill. He doesn't end it like you would think, you know, big crazy drum fill thing and then crash. It just kind of just fades out with a 30-second note roll. Let me bring that back, or 30-second note single strokes. Oh, I didn't go far back enough. Hold on. Yes, that is some linear stuff, you know, just notes in a row. And he was using like linear drum fills. A lot of people think of like, you know, linear playing as, you know, David Garibaldi and Steve Gadd groove style, you know, the linear playing as in your grooves, but he's using it as a drum fill right there. This guy knows. Yeah, this guy knows. So yeah, the drummer is able to play so out and super busy because the bass player is allowing it. Because you've always got, you know, there to just put you in that trance. And then the drummer can just dance all over top of it. It's not a traditional rhythm section roll, but there's not much that's traditional about what we're seeing here. And that's a fucking wonderful thing. Okay, get into a little education time here. Morgan Simpson is what I call a strong style player. If you're a wrestling fan, you know where that comes from. That doesn't just mean because he's shredded and in shape. He plays what I call strong style. If you've seen other videos, I've talked about my technique, which is very, I think Dom Famulero calls it freehand. I call it the bounce stroke. I throw the stick down and I let it bounce, and then I'm controlling the bounce. This guy is doing all of the work, and it is just another technique. It's a technique that's just as good as the freehand technique, but it's the style that he's using, and he's kind of picking it up, and you have to be stronger because you have to do more work, but it helps with the feel that he plays with. I like these peaks and valleys, and it makes it feel like you're on this journey. And because this is so outsider, crescendo. That crowd is whiter than the first boat off the Titanic. Yes, drums as weaponry. This is just all feeling. It's just bass players beating on a stomp box of some sort. Yeah. Yes. I see why people like this band. Okay. Yeah. That song was called Ducter. Morgan Simpson. That's a bad, bad man. Man, that's I love stuff that's surprising. It's noise and it's experimental. They show their influences, but they take their influences and build their own things on top of them. Yeah, that's just a cool band, and man, you know, they're British music is a lot of times better. They just don't give a shit over there. They just kind of go for everything. You know, there's a reason why Kings of Leon went to England to get big. You could tell that Morgan Simpson comes from like those linear grooves or that linear drum feel. You can tell he comes from probably like a fusion-y hip-hop jazz realm, just especially with his hand technique. And it's so refreshing to have him play in this kind of, again, it's angular, disjointed noise band. Whoever is the leader of this band, and I don't know, maybe he is one of the leaders as well, whoever decided to put that style of drummer over this kind of music, it's a genius choice. You can tell this band, you can't get enough out of what they are from this one song, so I'm gonna have to do some more digging, and I'll definitely be doing another one of this band in a few months. Morgan Simpson, I don't know anything about him, but I just feel that like he comes from a fusion-y jazz background, and he's playing with these experimental wackos, and it's awesome. And I can definitely, they look like this sounded like the band that would headline every Pitchfork festival for the next like 10 years. So yeah, man, that's one of the reasons I started this channel, was to get turned on to new stuff and be told by strangers in comment sections on what I should check out. And thank you all very much. that is like a beautiful three-piece of Zach Hill to Brian Chippendale to Morgan Simpson. Those all make sense. I have a very intelligent viewership. That makes complete sense to me. I can't get everything out of this band from this one video. I'm going to do another one in about 3 or 4 months for sure. Thank you all. So, man, it's good to be back. I hope everyone is keeping safe from the madness that is creeping into my country. I have nothing to say about it because I'm just a fucking moron on YouTube that doesn't have anything of import to say on the subject. I just want everyone to just remember that we all love each other and we're all the same, and let's all, just be kind to one another as much as you can, and we can all get around some whacked out music like that. So keep practicing until it's easy.